kicking up dust on a rick house floor. Charred oak whispers we can't ignore. Stories in the mash, fire in the grain. Raise up your glass, feel that bourbon flame. We're the bourbon legends, let the spirit flow. From the backwoods stills to tonight's big show. Every drop a story, every sip that's drowned. We're bourbon legends, let's throw it down. Let's throw it down. From Kentucky hills to the neon lights, we're talking small batch days and whiskey nights. Tasting the past in every pour, gonna carve our names on the distiller's door. We're the bourbon legends, let the spirit flow. From the backwoods stills to tonight's big show. Every drop a story, every sip that's drowned. We're bourbon legends, let's throw it down. Let's throw it down. Raise 'em high, feel the fire. Clinking glasses, lifting higher. One more toast to the ones before and the legends we're making forevermore. We're the bourbon legends, let the spirit flow. From the rick house walls to your front row. Every drop a story, every sip a crown. We're bourbon legends, come gather round. Come gather round. Come gather round.
Welcome, everyone. It is the day before Halloween, Thursday, October 30th. Thought I'd throw in a little bit of haunted stuff. We have some tricks and some treats for you guys tonight and gals. I hope everybody's doing good. I hope they've had a good week. As we slide out of the month of October and into the month of November, that's when I get super busy. And I will show you how busy I am. I had to go get a haircut today, and that's why I'm wearing a hat. Hard to wear a wig. And it's cold here, so I had to cover up because otherwise I might freeze to death. Talking about freezing to death, the man who has spent the last 10 days, I believe, on the beach is now back in Arkansas, where we do actually have 4 seasons. Maybe 6 seasons. We usually have like a spring, a summer, a fall, a summer, a fall, a summer, and then winter, and then maybe back to summer. Mr. Roger Randall, what's going on, Roger?
I'm trying to stay warm. That's all I can say, Craig. I came back. It was 80 down there. I came back and it was 40 and rain. So,
well, here it is. I built this prop behind me and everything. It's been way too hot to use it. I got to use it last week, and now I'm out here, and there's like no way I can wear a t-shirt. I have to be in long sleeves, and I'm still cold. So go figure,
Yeah, it'll turn next week. It changes. It's Arkansas. We'll get back in the 70s. And
that's right. But you know what? I'm looking for cold weather. When you play the big man in the red coat, you don't want it to be hot. You want it to be cold.
Yeah, I remember those times last year when you were running around and it was 75 degrees. You had the air conditioning going, and
temperature's all relative, right? So like once you get used to it being 90 doesn't feel that hot. And then it gets down to like 50 and you're freezing to death. But in the wintertime, 50 degrees, you're running around in shorts and a t-shirt once you get used to it, So
oh yeah, definitely.
Anyway, I want to welcome all the guests, everybody from Bobby's channel over there. I know I've got some names I'm not familiar with. I see some that I am familiar with. So everybody, let's hold hands and sing Kumbaya, whatever. And that's what it's all about, right? Is drinking bourbon and being part of the community. So cheers,
Definitely.
everybody.
Cheers.
So Roger, let's get into something spooky, okay?
I'm ready.
You happen to know what the last edition of Booker's is this year?
You know, I know the third batch was Jerry's batch because that's my best buddy, and so we had to get that batch. But the fourth one, I don't know.
Well, now where did Roger go? He was supposed to be there. He is.
Yeah, I'm here.
So it's the Phantom's Pop batch.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that Phantom Pipes. And you know what? I did all sorts of research on this, and nobody knows what that means yet.
They don't have the little card from the box.
Yeah, because it's not been released, at least that I know of. But I thought it would look good on here because, you know, we have black and orange. That's what the label is going to be this time. And look at that. Do you see anything strange on the facts about this one?
Well, age 7 years, 9 months, 19 days, 125 proof.
Oh. That's my bad. I have MSRP of $125. It's not. I screwed up. My gosh. That's what's called having too many damn irons in the fire.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, as we found lately, you can find the Bookers for $89, $99, $109 in that range, depending on where you go. And what's really odd is to see the first three batches for this year still sitting on the shelf side by side. I've never seen that before.
Well, that goes to show you that's the sign of the times, right?
Yeah, people
a lot more
slowing
out there,
down and
people are buying less. And, you know, I'm just wondering what this federal shutdown, you know, the government, how that's going to affect whiskey sales as well.
Well, there's no labels, no new labels going through the TTB. So,
but I mean, look at how many people are government employees now that's not going to have the money to go out and buy these $100 bottles, you know?
I would have to agree. There's a few of them on Bourbon Tube that are doing some charity some auctions and things like that to help with that. So
yeah, there's even one, I believe, on our Discord that we brought over into, you know, shared the link. The guy's just trying to, you know, survive, and he's got bottles up, you know, for sale, kind of doing his own little fundraising. So anyway, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this fourth batch because, you know, I have to collect all the Bookers. So
I'm right there with you.
Moving right along. Here's another bottle that I'm very interested in as well, and that is, why is Roger not showing up? You're trying to spook with me, I think, over there.
Well,
you're supposed to be on here every time.
Well, I'll pop up.
This is the Chinkapin series of the Heaven Hill. And if you read this closely, folks, it says first in the series of Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Specialty Barrel Series. It's supposed to be hitting anytime in November. As a matter of fact, it's already hit in Arkansas. I know that for a fact. Yep. And probably other states as well. 129 MSRP. And so, yeah, this is just going to be a series. Every year you're going to have the grain to glass, and you're going to have a special, you know, whether it be a double oak or like this, the Chinkapin Oak series, or who knows what they'll come up with, but always coming up with something new to try to get you to buy it.
Is that MSRP right at 129?
You know, after the last one, I don't know. Hell, it might not be. Yeah.
because like I said, the first batches at 99 had a tough roll to get off the shelves. There's still a lot of those on the shelves.
If anybody out there in a TV land has bought a bottle or knows the price, let us know, because I could be wrong at $129.99.
No, it makes sense that they would raise it a little bit, but we'll have to see what
They
what
probably
people have
have
seen
to
it go
raise the
for.
price, because if you know anything about Chinkapin, it does not hold liquor very well. It wants to, Now here's the deal. It could have been finished in a Chinkapin barrel for 1 day, right? We don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I guarantee you it's not going to be sitting in there long if the Angels are going to take it, or you have leaky barrels. But anywho, I'm very intrigued because it says it has butterscotch, creme brulee, toasted nut. I don't know which nut. It could be, yep. Bourbon Nerd said $129.99, so I am correct.
There we go.
Once in my life. Chocolate and coffee notes. So that sounds very interesting to me. I'd like to try it.
And again, right around Christmas, you have butterscotch, creme brulee, chocolate. Oh, seems like those notes are common amongst all the bourbons that are coming out in this fall time period. But
yeah,
I'm interested to try it. I'll give it a try.
I think one night on here, while I'm gone and you do the show, I think we need to do like a real eggnog show. I've been watching a lot of videos. Excuse me. I've been watching a lot of videos of how they make real eggnog. And that's a very interesting process, and supposedly has a totally different flavor than the processed crap like the Pennsylvania Dutch or the I know Buffalo Trace comes out with one, and there's several different varieties. But that's something I think we should look into.
Well, you know who'd be able to help with making eggnog?
I think I do.
Chill Will Rocco.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, where is he at?
He may have to pull another shift tonight. I don't know.
Special assignment.
Yeah, who knows? Okay, moving right along. Something else that I'm interested in. I just don't know how bad I'm interested in it. There you are, Roger Knott, coming up on my series again. But Freddie Knowles' Warehouse series. What do you know about that, Roger? Take over for a minute while I cough this thing out of my lungs.
It was interesting because we saw these as they were being released at the Beam Distillery when we were down up in Kentucky a few weeks ago, and the names on them were very interesting because, again, I've made fun of the fact that Jack Daniels comes up with a whole fancy sounding new set of brick houses, Tanyard Hill. Well, they got Warehouse R and they named it Mushroom. Warehouse W, they named it Beaver. And Warehouse G, they named it Owl. Those aren't Tanyard Hill and all those others, but the age statement is good. The proof is 110 proof. Limited allocation. So it's kind of interesting. It says the same distillant in all three offerings, only aged in 3 different locations.
So if anybody is interested in these deep dives, while we were at Jim Beam, they had the same distillate that was barreled on the same day, just within minutes of each other. Put it on 3 different floors of the rick house, and you had totally different flavors. So I'm sure this will be no different, being aged in 3 different locations.
Yeah.
The only thing on here that I look at that I'm just not real sure about is that price point at $180.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that's like, I usually don't have a problem spending my money on stuff I've not tried, but this is one that I'd like to try at a bar or something first, just to see.
Yeah, the 11-year age statement doesn't quite buy that $180 price.
Right. And who knows? Maybe it's great. Something else I followed around and I was digging this week. Did you know that in Kentucky there is 16.1 million barrels out there in Kentucky right now, Roger?
Yes, I did. And every single one of them is being taxed by the state of Kentucky this year.
Well, it shows right here. It's around $75 million worth of taxes on these barrels. But the value of the juice in the barrels is almost $10 billion.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of them. We saw a lot of full rick houses. And
Yeah.
we saw a lot of the distilleries that were, still kicking it out and building rick houses as quick as they could.
Yeah, the one thing that I didn't touch on last week, and I was going to touch on it this week, but you saw or heard about the expansion there at Buffalo Trace, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they are, it's a privately held company, so they have the ability to spend money without any board approval or anything else. They're not really worried about stockholders or any of those type of things. So it's in the billions of dollars they're going to spend this next year on increasing their production, which could mean that some of those sites that went up for sale that closed down might end up reopening with producing one or some other Buffalo Trace product or Sazerac product.
Right. I mean, you never know, because they're not gonna expand their product line and just put it all back into Buffalo Trace. I mean, they're gonna open up more, like you said, more than probably these defunct, labels, if you will.
Well, it was distilling. I'm thinking about those large distilling facilities that were built and never really used that much, and they're sitting out there, and they could utilize it for something.
You're talking about production locations.
Yeah, production locations. Yeah, that really didn't have. They were NDPs. They were non-distilling producers. They weren't producing for anybody. They were just producing to sell, like MG, like Ross and Squibb and those type things. But they didn't quite make it that far.
And while we were in Kentucky, going from Bardstown to Danville, we stumbled across the new Willett facility they're building.
Oh my gosh!
And that is a massive, beautiful, building that they're putting out there, literally in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, and there was another distillery that was right near there, just to the north of it, out there. But it had to be where they get water, and they had rick houses built all around it, and because Willett needs it, because they produce they don't have enough room to produce all the stuff, all the distillant they need for Purple Top and for all their rye. So this will be a brand new facility.
Lord knows they don't need it though for the pot still.
No, we don't need more pot still.
Excuse me. And last but not least, if anybody has $1 billion in their pocket, Four Roses is for sale.
It's a pretty place.
Yeah, I mean, what's $1 billion, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm sure we got a couple of folks we're going to have on in a little bit. That's probably right in their wheelhouse.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think, Bobby's Four Roses distillery. I think that might work.
Yeah, that was Bobby Badaxe Bourbon Distillery. He wouldn't even have to keep the name Four Roses.
No.
Hey, let's give something away tonight, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
I've been wanting to do this. I'm going to run the little ticker along the bottom. Hold on one second. Let me get rid of this. Let me put you back on here, Roger. I don't like that brown color. Let me change that. Let me change that to something scary. Woo!
There we go.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to run the ticker. Okay.
Okay.
Since it's so close to Halloween, if you would go and you would put hashtag trick or treat, you can win tonight's bottle. And I'm not going to tell you what it is until the end of the show once we spin it. and I'm going to make sure that you guys are going to be held in suspense. And then we will determine, once the chosen winner is picked, whether it was a trick or whether it's a treat.
Oh, and
Sounds
FYI, the hashtag trick or treat has to be entered on the Bourbon Legeends
That is
site,
true.
because that's the only way our little tool will pick up the hashtag trick or treat. And by doing that, you just log in, subscribe. 1 minute, it'll allow you to put in a post, and you put hashtag trick or treat, and you're in the raffle.
I'm glad that you said that, Roger, so we don't have anybody disgruntled. You have to go to, like you said, the the Bourbon Legeends
YouTube page, and that's where
work.
you have to enter in the hashtag trick or treat. And at the end, we'll let you know what the bottle is, and we will figure out who the lucky winner is, and send them a bottle. Uh-oh.
Something going on over at the Air Force Base?
I don't know.
Do we have any firemen in the house?
Is there a fire? I heard the fire sign going on.
We're in. Finally.
Here, you
Okay,
better
hold on.
do not put out. I can tell you guys this: do not put out a whiskey fire with water. I may or may not know that, but anyway, let's welcome Bobby Badaxe and Mr. Keith P to the house. What's going on, fellas?
Got to chew up that tape.
Yeah. All right. Liven this party up.
More chips. More chips.
Yeah. All right.
Here, I'm going to get it red hot in here. Woo!
Oh. All right. All right.
So what's going on, fellers? How you having a good Thursday so far?
Been okay. I mean,
It's Thursday, which is his Sunday, because tomorrow's his Monday. Did I get that right?
Yeah. Tomorrow, your Monday.
Tomorrow's
Bobby?
his Monday. Yeah, because he's on the firefighter schedule. So,
Is that why you don't drink on Thursday nights, Keith?
No. Sometime I drink. It depends.
Yeah. As long as you don't overdo it. That's the thing.
Well, as soon as I take a sip, I'm off duty for good.
there you go.
The next morning.
No more jumping on the truck.
So my first question right off the bat is, Bobby, have you ever swung that axe and had a mishap, like it bounces back, hits you in the face, or
yes.
Oh hell, look at that. He lost a finger. Dang.
Oh, well, you know what? It's funny you say that. Of course, I've had all kinds of accidents at work, but, won't talk about all that here. But over at sabbatical, he goes, "Hey, I want you to try chop into this barrel, this oak barrel." I'm like, okay. So, oh my gosh, dude, we were hitting that thing, and I hit that. You guys know how hard oak barrels are.
Oh yeah,
it is. Oh my goodness, it took me about 5 swings to get through just the top, just the barrel head. But man, I let the Danny Leonard, the owner, let him do it. He went just like this. I said, "Be careful, man, be careful." He went like this, and he went just like that. I mean, you can see the back end of that. Yeah, it was like,
his sideburns probably looked about like mine.
It looks like you got your haircut with this.
Man, I tell you. There's nothing wrong with that haircut. It just makes my head cold. That's all. Yeah. If I lived where you guys lived, I wouldn't have to worry about my head being cold.
Dude, it's like 80 degrees here today. Yeah,
see, I love
the humidity.
I was in the 70s today.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rain didn't make it his way.
Yeah, it was a nice day today.
Roger, would you like to start questioning these gentlemen?
Well, I think everybody's first question is going to be, and we'll let Keith start off, if that's okay, Bobby.
Go for it.
And
hey, age before beauty.
What got you started in firefighting?
I needed a job. That's the easiest answer there. Needed a job, got a phone call. A friend of mine said, "Hey, they're hiring." Put my application in. About a month later, I got hired, and the rest is history. Now I got a career.
Now you get a career.
So you're the first. You're not one of the
Yeah.
long lines of.
No family members, anything like that. No legacy going on. I was the first. Yeah.
And are you going to be the last too?
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't promote the fire service for my son. I said if he wanted to assist as a volunteer in his community, wherever he lives later on, but do something else for a living.
Okay.
And Bobby,
Yeah. So
how did because I've heard the story before, but I don't know if I've heard it for a while.
So my dad was a volunteer firefighter here in town, in this town. I'm like fifth, sixth generation here in this town. So my dad was a volunteer firefighter. I loved it. Loved airplanes. I'm like, oh my goodness, I love aircraft, jets. But grew up just looking at jets. My dad would buy me books of like jets and F-16s, F-15s. I was like 7 years old looking at all this stuff. And then I wanted to be a firefighter, but I also love aircraft. And then someone told me, hey, Air Force has firefighters. And I went, what? I said, I could do both at the same time. I said, well, let me give that a shot. So I enlisted in the Air Force with the guarantee, with the guarantee, as they tell you, but once you sign, they do whatever they want, to be honest. But I waited to get a fire department slot, went in. There we go. Air Force firefighter. Been to Korea, been to Kuwait, been to Italy, been to Germany, Japan, Alaska. I mean, I've been all around. I mean, but my bases were in Wyoming and Kuwait and Beale up here in Northern California. But now, I'm a career firefighter now. So I've been doing it since January 1991. I think it's about the same time. I think we're about the same time, right, Keith?
Yeah, it's been exactly 10 days ago. I made 35 years.
Right
so,
on. You got a couple year or two on.
October 90. October 20th.
So now you guys could have retired at 20 years though, right? I mean,
Air Force, you could retire at 20 years. I mean,
yeah,
I guess you could retire in the municipality at 20 years, but you're not going to.
There's too much to get. There's too much to talk about that for me.
Oh,
well, yeah. That's right. You and I talked about it a little bit.
Yeah. That's a whole nother show.
Here in my town right now, what we've got going on is the mayor, and the mayor used to be the fire chief of the fire department. Now he's the mayor, and he's turned his back on his brethren, and he doesn't want to pay them anything.
That's so funny. You know how often that happens.
Oh, that's a common thing, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
You're one of the boys, and you're like, oh, now all of a sudden you're not one of the boys anymore. Hey, you just don't understand. Oh, we understand. That's why we don't promote there. Or if you get someone like Keith that promotes there and won't put up with that crap, and then because he knows.
I don't want to throw him under the bus, but it's hard being a manager because that's basically what I am. You're one of the boys, but then you got to run a company. It's a fine line. It's hard. It's very hard.
I tell you, the sweet spot is what I'm doing.
Yep.
I've been a captain a long time. I took the battalion chief's test. I came out number one on the list. I got offered the job. Talked about it with Mrs. Badaxe. We decided against it ultimately, and still a captain. That was 7 8 years ago. But now I'm young enough. Well, I feel young enough. I'm in shape enough. I love being on the rigs, and still get to run my own crew. An officer. Basically, I'm a firefighter that gets to call shots. Go in there with my crew, and it's little bit more overtime opportunities too. So it's the sweet spot. I'm not saying I won't maybe in a few years do that and try to do it again and actually do it when I don't want to get up and down off of the rigs, maybe when my knees start giving or something, but Mrs. Badaxe says you got a few more years left in you, so or I do. I got a few more years.
Get to work.
There's a few. She means like 10. Like,
well, you've got your second generation.
Yes,
coming up behind you.
Yeah, I got baby Badaxe over in Italy in the Air Force as a firefighter too. So he's loving it. He's digging it.
I love the photos this week you had on your page. He looked great. You talk about a kid watching him grow up, and then he's all jacked now. He's got muscles lifting. He's
so hilarious. I'll send you a picture of it. At first, within 20 minutes of being home, we're on the floor. He's like, Dad. He's on the floor like this. I said, I knew this was coming. We're arm wrestling. I'm like, goodness. I'm like, really? And he's just like this coming in. I'm like, goodness. I'm 54 and he's 24, well, 25 now. I'm like, dude, all right, let's go.
Hey, we know what got you guys into firefighting, but Bobby, what got you into bourbon?
My battalion chief, to be honest.
Oh.
So here's this funny story is I turned down the battalion chief spot, and the next person that on the list was the guy that's now my battalion chief, one of my best friends, Ricky King. He was all into bourbon. I wasn't really into it too much. We're at a Christmas. We're at a work Christmas party, and we're doing the white elephant thing, right? A bunch of firemen, so you could imagine the shenanigans that are going on. So you steal it twice. On the third steal, it's locked. I'm sure it's similar rules. So this E.H. Taylor small batch is going around, and he grabs it. I'm right after him. He grabs it. And he's the second one to steal it, and I'm right after him. He just grabs it and starts walking away, and I just snatch it out of his hands before he takes 2 steps. I said, "That's it. It's mine." He's like, he just turns around. And he's like, "You don't even know what you have." I said, "I don't need to know. All I need to know is that you want it and it's mine." That's really kind of what kicked it off. And he lives in Arizona. That's how expensive it is to live here. He lives in another state and flies in to work. It's very common in around where we live, actually, sadly. But I say, hey, you know what? Once you bring your wife, come visit us, stay the night, whatever. Once you do that, we'll open this bottle up and we'll finish it off. And within 3 months, he was doing that. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty good. I could really like this. Start watching YouTube about it, and I'm like, I could do that. I don't know how well I do it, but I'm doing it. So that's kind of what happened.
Well, I think you're doing pretty well. What are you up to, like 8,000-9,000 or more than that?
3 million now. I'm at 3 million last count.
3 million.
3 million.
I go up and down at 15,000, right around. It goes up and down. I don't know what's going on with YouTube right now. It's just.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. That's a whole other.
YouTube is weird like that. Dude, what about you, Keith? I know you're relatively new to.
Yeah, I'm relatively new there. A couple years ago, I basically stopped drinking when I became chief in about 2012. I drank a beer here or there. Basically, I didn't drink, and then got to the point. I said, I want to drink something. I was trying to find something, and when my son went to college, he got into bourbon. So I said, let me give it a shot. We have something in common. And I did the deep dive on YouTube, started looking at stuff and dived in and looked up what would be a good bourbon and all this stuff, and started off on Early Times Bottle and Bond.
Woo!
Started and then it just started snowballing. You need another. You want to try this one, try that one. Then you don't have a drinking problem anymore. You got a buying problem now.
Yeah, there's no way I could drink all the whiskey I got. There's no friggin' way.
There's no way. Yeah, there's no way.
We all got that problem.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but you've got Rick Cruz that come in there occasionally.
Yeah,
and he'll drink it.
Oh yeah, and he just finds bourbon everywhere too. He just find it in his drawer, find it in his drawer,
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah, it's a whole other
30
show.
bar.
Yeah.
Now, Keith,
Mm-hmm.
you want a good beer, go to Port Orleans, okay? You know
Yes.
where that is.
Yes.
And get you a nice cold Bacchus Blonde. Oh, my God, I love them.
Okay.
Yeah, if you've never had the
Next
Bacchus
next
Blonde,
time I'm there, I'll give it a shot.
go out there and try it out.
That looks familiar. ASW Fiddler.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we were trying to find the Fiddler because, I don't know, sometime in December, we're going to have the master distiller, Mr. Witt, will be with us.
Cool.
And but we can't get Fiddler here in Arkansas.
Well, you'll be able to get. I just talked to Chad, one of the partners, yesterday and the day before. I'm going to be carrying it all in my bottle shop, and I'm going to be doing a barrel pick. DRC and I will be doing a barrel pick with them. He sent actually today. He just told me sending me samples of their toasted rye and their toasted bourbon. I said just so we can pick which samples of about 3 samples of each one, so we can decide which we want to do. I mean, they got a. He was going down the lineup, telling me what they got. They got they have a triple oak now that we're looking into. Yeah. Oh, you guys know. You guys been talking to him.
He told me
stuff, 10 years.
He told me today I should look into the toasted, the wheated, the Georgia Heartwood, or the Soloist. Not quite sure what the Soloist is, but
Soloist is good. They literally they sent me all these bottles right here. They sent me. I said, I've only had the Soloist. They contacted me on Instagram. Said, I've only had this. Are you interested in carrying this stuff? I said, yeah, but I've only had the Soloist. So I said, to be honest, I'd have to try it to really know. And so he goes, okay, I'll send you some. He sends me 4 bottles. So this is the one I'm sipping on right now. This is the toasted rye. And we got here the wheated Fiddler. These are all Fiddler. And Georgia Heartwood, the green egg batch, toasted green egg. These are all really good. And the Encore. This is their cigar batch right here, the Encore. So I couldn't believe it. I was talking to him yesterday. I said, hey, people, I'm telling you right now, don't sleep on Fiddler. Do not sleep on Fiddler. Their price point is great as well. As actually speaking those exact words to Chad yesterday, that, man, you're not only is it good, the price point is incredible. So don't sleep on Fiddler. If you can get it. And I'll have it in my bottle shop soon enough, but we're also going to do a pick. So look for that. Well,
tell us a little more about your bottle shop. That's a unique, I would say something unique to
so you can get to it on through my I have the domain badaxebourbon.com, all my affiliate partnerships and all that stuff around there, Whiskey, Into the AM, all that. There's actually Z-Biotics, that all that crap. But you can get to it through there, my bottle shop, but shop.badaxebourbon.com, which is an online bottle shop only. What I do is it's through Bottle Nexus, and it allows me to use. They contacted me and they're allowing me to use a third party distributor, so I get access to all of their inventory. They have inventory here in California, down in Texas, and in New York.
Yep.
So
Marty just dropped it in the chat. Dropped the link in the chat for everybody.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. So I will say some of the prices are some prices are crazy, like you would expect. I can't do anything about what they price them up, but I can at least put it in there. And every once in a while I can put out discount codes and all that stuff to help. But if you can't find some stuff in your area, at least maybe you can find it in an area if it's a decent price. Sweet. Right. I mean, that's really it. I really did make stuff more available.
Now, when is Keith P going to get into this?
What?
Man, jump in here.
I don't know about all that.
I was going to say, Miss Dorothy might like that if you had just access to any bottle you want just by pushing a button.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah.
No, she just goes to the cabinet and she gets whatever she wants in the cabinet.
Well, you've been doing a lot of picks lately too. That's a
well. I did go do a pick with Old Fashioned Ways.
Yeah,
Doc Martinez.
Yep. Another friend of the show out there. So yeah.
That was a good pick.
Yeah, Keith, you've come a long way just in a few years and doing picks and all that. I mean, you're.
I did a pick with them. I did a pick with TJ and Spillway on Super Bowl Saturday for them. So I was on that pick. So I've been on 2 picks so far. It's fun. Both at 7-3 here in New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, I've only been on 1 pick, and that was what we did for the Bourbon Legeends. And, hopefully we'll be doing some more coming up. But speaking of Bourbon Legeends and whatnot, I mean, Keith here is one of the Bourbon Legends for sure, because what was it, Keith, 2 weekends ago you won? I'm sorry, Dorothy.
No, I didn't win. Dorothy won.
Dorothy won an old Fitz 9 from us.
Yes.
And you should have went to Memphis last week and picked it up, because now it was
it's supposed to get here Saturday.
Well, but there's no guarantee.
Saturday.
There's no guarantee that the bottle will have any juice in it, though. I mean,
well, I hope you wrapped it really well.
Oh, I'm saying maybe somebody else had.
You had to sample it a few times. To make sure it didn't spoil.
Make sure that it was still good.
So, Bobby, what's your most memorable bottle that you've acquired?
Well, it's got to be So I got 2. This is my very first pick from Corbin Cash. This is my very first barrel pick. The 7-year single barrel rye, 130 proof Corbin Cash. It's still is my favorite rye. It's an incredible rye. I got really lucky with that one. And when Nancy Fraley named, for whatever reason, she named this cigar batch 188, the Badaxe bourbon batch, which it was incredible. Is she contacted me? She asked me if it was okay. I'm like, yeah, no, let me go ahead and think about that. Yes, yes. Go ahead. Thank you. I don't know what I did, but I appreciate it very much. And then which then led into the baby Badaxe and the Fire Dogs batch 490. So those 3 bottles are holding a very strong place for me. I don't know if I could really even choose. Probably I would choose the baby Badaxe batch. I'm not gonna lie, I think I like that the best. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's really good.
What brand was that from? Corbin and
Joseph
Cash?
Magnus. Joseph Magnus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a cigar blend, or was it just
the Joseph Magnus cigar blend.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have my glasses on, Roger. I can't see. Right. I can't see nothing.
Got to get his cane out.
That's what Keith's gonna pour. Keith's gonna pour, and I'll pour some of it in a minute.
In a little while.
She's got it. In a minute.
Okay, well, y'all can give us some tasting notes on that. Keith, what about you? What is your most prized bottle that you have now?
That's a good question there.
I don't want to put out any bad questions. That's for sure.
Prize bottle.
Well, your most special bottle. It doesn't have to be.
It's a bottle that I didn't think I was gonna be able to get, and I have an EH Tail, a barrel proof, and that I only had a couple pours out of it, and that's I don't know if it'll ever be replaced because it's just so hard to get around here, and I was very fortunate to get one. It's a good pour. We did enjoy a batch of Joseph Magnus. We brought a bottle to my son's wedding, and we really enjoyed that. We had to go search, and we did find that batch again, but it bottle didn't survive. It was really good. We had it at his wedding, so that was good. I would say the pick I did with Spillway. I have that bottle 7. I think, Craig, you have that bottle. I was on that pick for Whiskey Free. It was pretty good. I can't wait to get Doc Martinez when his bottles drop. I can't wait to get that. I think people are going to really enjoy that pick that he chose. It should be really good. I just hope we'll be able to get it to the people and everything. They got some distribution issues they got to get worked out, but I'm pretty sure they will get it worked out.
Well, a lot of people got issues going around right now, especially if they've got labels in with the TTV.
Yeah,
because
it's going to be you tell them when it's going to come out. I don't have something that's really special other than that one bottle that I got very fortunate to get. So it is what it is,
Well, I mean,
I got a lot of good bottles. It's not really anything standout stuff, but I mean, it's good. We enjoy it.
A follow up to that question is, well, what would be your unicorn bottle? I mean, what are you searching for? I don't necessarily mean
right now, unicorn right now that I would love to be able to get my hands on would be Master's Keep Beacon. That would be the bottle right now. Since it's the last one, that would be the one.
Be careful what you wish for. You remember that show? I don't know if you were watching that night when I said I really was looking for that, and I ended up with two people that were trying to get me a bottle that night.
Yeah.
I bet you if you put it out there hard and long enough, somebody will find that for you.
Probably could. That I'm gonna try to find it around here. If I don't get it, that's not gonna be the end of the world.
What about you, Bobby? What are you looking for right now?
So I'll keep it. I'll keep it along the Master's Keep notes for you. So actually, I've had the beacon. Have you had the beacon, Keith?
No.
You guys, it's delicious.
Yeah,
it's absolutely delicious. DRC, of course, he's got it. He found I think he found it under his couch or something. But he's got it, and he happens to have my favorite, which Beacon was a challenger to it. Actually, Beacon, I'll say, is my number two. That's exactly the Revival is my favorite, right, of that lineup right now.
Well, speaking of that, I just had a taste of that.
The Revival.
So it is very good.
It's great.
Very good.
So I'll if I could find a Revival, I would try to track down a Revival. I know it's going to be hard, but that would be my unicorn because I know it's harder to get. It's older.
Okay,
not a whole bunch of them.
I thought I was well versed in bourbon, whiskeys, and ryes and whatnot. But tell me, what is the Revival?
It's another Master's Keep. Finished in
it's sherry finish, huh? It's sherry finish, right?
Yes, it's just sherry finished.
Sherry
finish.
Those
are going to be even harder to find because they're from the past, right?
Yeah, that's about five Master's Keeps ago or more. I mean, I don't know which number it is exactly, but
yeah,
it's good.
It is good.
The place I saw it this week.
You saw it this week?
Oh yeah, online.
Oh yeah. Oh, that Gas Cartel was about $9,000 maybe.
Yeah, Bourbon Concierge in Washington D.C.
Yeah.
It's like $7,800. It was on sale.
It
was on sale.
Yeah, yeah. That's the problem, right? It's on sale.
It's a truck down payment. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be my unicorn.
I have a question now for Bobby. I don't know if you guys are noticing any lagging, but I'm lagging over here on my end.
We know
what is the most
lagging.
Yeah.
You have noticed that?
Yeah. You're frozen right now.
Maybe my audio will work though.
I thought
what's the most frustrating thing you found about making YouTube videos?
Editing. The editing. It's the way. If you guys have seen my this not that videos, they're very fun, and I've learned how to make them, especially with Mrs. Badaxes in them or DRC. I'm like flashing pictures of them on there when they talk. It's funny and then it's fun to do, but to make it that way where it's choppy like that, some people say it's too much, but whatever. But to make it like that, there'd be hundreds, probably 600 or 700 cuts in the video just to make a 3-minute short in those videos. So it takes, for that 3-minute video, it's about 10 to 12 minutes of shooting, and I gotta cut it down to 3 minutes, and if now I'm getting to the point where can I put the intro? I just kind of overlaid onto it with the swirling fireball and explode. So I just kind of, that doesn't take up any more time. But if I want to put a little outro on the back end, like, comment, subscribe. Sometimes it just doesn't make it on there because it's only like 10 seconds long, but crap, man, trying to shove all that stuff in 3 minutes, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So the editing is, if it's a hunt video, easy, especially if it's the landscape format, there's no time constraints. It's the time constraints on the shorts with that specific series that seems to get thousands of views. So we got to keep doing it so people watch the other stuff. That's the nature of the beast. So that's probably the most frustrating and time consuming thing.
Yeah, we had fun going out to Kentucky shooting. Now I'm in the midst of editing, and I'm just having all sorts of fits with uploading these 4K videos that are hour and a half long. Oh my God! Yeah,
I'm going to ask you here. I'm going to ask you a question. It takes so long to upload those 4K videos, right? To be on the format. So now ask yourself, I made this decision, conscious decision. Is it when it's in 4K, is there going to be more people watching it or not? At this point, probably not. So yeah. I would save it. It's 1080p or even 720.
Yeah.
Get bigger. It's who's watching, everyone going to watch in 4K. Maybe they're watching on their phone, maybe, but most of them are watching like this. I know I appreciate the quality, and I was doing the same thing, but it was such a headache and so time consuming. Unless you just have time to blow. But I make that
time to blow. I get one video made, and I try to get it processing, and I just go home and I just let it run, and hopefully the power doesn't go out or something like that.
Once you're done uploading the 4K video to YouTube. Ooh.
Well, that's why lately I've just been doing 2-parters. Try to do 30 minutes and then another 30, just to help. I don't know about you guys, but honestly, like, my attention span is like this big. I can't watch a video much over 5 or 10 minutes, much less 30, much less an hour or hour and a half. Hell, I can't do that.
That being said, that's why I keep making the shorts that are cut in like this, out like that, because it's something sparking, something new, and it grabs people. And I put info in there. It's a blind. Of course, you know what it is on the thumbnail or whatever, but I don't know what it is at the time. So, or what they are at the time. So at least there's that, and I'm surprised.
And it's funny y'all saying that about the time and everything. And I find myself preferring videos no more than 20 minutes. If it's over that, I go, I'm going to come back to it later. It's just, 20 minutes, is good. 15's better. You get the point across. It seems like other ones get long-winded, and you just, unless it's a podcast, that's something different.
That being said, again, I don't know if you guys know in here that DRC, Rick and I, we just launched a podcast. First episode's out on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcast. We're trying to keep it right at a half an hour, but we're releasing it one a week on Monday. So it basically during drive time to work, you can listen. It's video podcast, except for Apple. It's just they don't do video podcasts, but you can listen to it. You can listen to it or watch it as you're driving. A little bit of info with a little bit of banter. We're trying to keep it subject oriented, so you learn. If you're new into it, you can learn something. Maybe it's something current. You can maybe something you haven't heard or you forgot or something like that. So we are doing that too. Cask Strength and Unfiltered is the name of the podcast.
I was going to say Cask Strength and Unfiltered. We'll get in.
It's a good segue, huh, Bobby? So
yes, sir. Man,
Marty,
you're
if you
hooking me
can
up
get
tonight.
that put out there.
You guys are hooking me up, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we always tell our guests this is kind of like a commercial for your, whatever you're trying to sell, your product. So there it is. You're welcome.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much.
And it's funny when we were in Kentucky and we would give somebody our business card or whatever. They're like, "Oh, you have a podcast?" And we're like, "Well, not exactly. We have a live show. I mean, I guess we can run it as a podcast later, but I mean, hell, that's just one more thing I'm going to have to try to do. I can't do it."
Yeah.
Then we're going to have Rick Cruz on here one time. We have to have different sips whenever Rick's in here. So he'll want to get started with something else, you know.
You should. We'll have I mean, I'm not. Of course, you guys pick your own guests, but we could come on, ask Cast Strength and Unfiltered.
There you go.
Okay. There you go.
We could do that too.
We have a slot open November 13th, so you know. That's the other thing about us trying to get guests on the show. It's like anything, when it rains, it pours.
We've been trying since September to get on here.
Damn it, I can't get November 13th booked for anything. Damn.
Yeah, November 13th. Well, shoot, what day is that?
Thursday.
It's a Thursday.
Thursday night.
That's in 2 weeks. Must be.
Yeah. I'll be off the next day.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. You try to find guests, especially when we get into Christmas time. There's a lot of different things going on. He's going to be busy. I don't know, Bobby, I think we talked about this before, but Craig becomes Santa Claus and he's gone and he won't be on the show. So it'll be me and
Whoa. What am I learning right now?
we're gonna have a new host and co-host that are gonna be on here.
Are you saying
and he is Santa?
What? I don't want to know Santa's not real right now. I don't want to know. I don't want to.
Oh, he's real. He's real. I'm telling you.
Looking at him.
You're looking at him.
I think that's
before the transformation.
I think that's so awesome that you do that.
Oh well, it's one of those things. You know, the other day I was being interviewed by a magazine, and then I realized what I'm putting all you guys through. And when I got through, I said, "So, do you have any other questions?" And she's like, "Well, I only asked one, and you answered like all of them." And I'm like, "Yep, I understand." I mean, just like right now, hey, we're just pulling. I'm not going to lie, we're pulling crap out of our butts now because you guys answered all of our questions. You answered 3 questions for every one that we had. You know,
hey, that's how you roll, right, Chief?
Yeah.
Hey, you know, you ask me something, I'm going to go way over here.
We're going to just keep adding on.
And hopefully, so it is only one question after you get done.
Yeah, you got to write out that incident report. You got to know everything.
You got to put all the details in, right? Or might get it later.
And then I just sit over here and hope that Roger comes up with a good question. And if there's dead air, then I just have to BS my way through it, right? And we start talking about like Santa Claus or whatever. I don't know.
So look, I'm looking in the chat a little bit. What everybody in the chat, what y'all sipping on tonight? See if we can figure out what's going on there. I see Ernest Peacock's in the room here.
Ernest, DRC bar, show me the proof. Deck Nite on the rocks are in.
DRC sipping on that KC 21 right now.
Or the Beacon, one of the two.
Yeah.
So I had the 21. I had the 21 this weekend.
It's good.
And it was actually, I thought was pretty daggum good.
Me too. And I thought the 18 was over oaked personally. But the 21 the oak was there, but it didn't seem over oaked. It seemed sweeter.
I'll have to be honest with you. I was at a bottle share and I was about 20 pours in.
So it didn't matter, right?
It's kind of like when Keith, when I come to Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
I was telling somebody about this earlier this week. I said, you know, I may start out with a couple of 3 really good pours, and then I go to the bar, and they're like, what do you have? And I'm like, just give me the cheapest crap you got, make it a double.
There you go.
Because at that point, I don't have any taste left, you know.
But the only problem with that is that they'll probably give me Jackal number 7 and I would be able to taste it. That's the only one. I'm like, ugh.
But no, everybody cut their teeth on Jack.
I
number
know,
7,
man.
right?
Oh my
No.
gosh.
That's funny talking about that. Okay, so back in the day, I drank, way back in the day, I wasn't into any of that stuff. So I was drinking rum and beer, it's all that stuff. Then I got into Crown. Everybody did the Crown thing for years. Yep. But I did not like Jack and Coke at all. Despised it.
Crown and Coke, I'll do that all
despised
day.
it.
Yeah.
And
Jack is Old Number 7 is so friggin' funky.
But now that's one of the better distilleries I like. Now, not Jack, not Old Number 7.
Yeah,
like the 10, the 12, the barrel proof rye and bourbons. Love all that stuff.
So many great products, man. But that Old Number 7, which is coincidentally the biggest or the best selling whiskey in the world, right? That singular brand, that singular Old Number 7. Like it must be just the Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke, Jack and Coke.
I think Jack Daniels, when they figured out that they didn't need to do it all at 80 proof or 86 proof, and they started going up the chain to 100 proof bottle. They did the first one was at the single barrel select at 100 proof. But when they did the first barrel proof bourbon, they set the bourbon world on fire, and it's the same recipe. We're not talking about
what's crazy.
A ton of different recipes. We're talking the same recipe. The rye is one, and the bourbon's another. And you got now where who would have thought you'd see people spending $500 on a Tannered Hill Jack Daniels rye? I mean,
right?
That's nuts to me. I mean, because
you think
nuts. The old,
Roger's looking for the next hill over there in Lynchburg to find a bottle.
I'm gonna go down there and try to find me another hill to rename something. Make it something fancy. And
Roger Hill.
Put a bottle from it. As we said, made a joke with Craig about it earlier. You can name it just about anything if it's certain distillery and people will buy it.
For sure.
Turd Hill. Okay, well I'll buy it. It's Turd Hill.
Yes. The Turd Hill cask strength. Yes. Single barrel Turd Hill. I love it.
Yeah. But
look at the color on that Turd Hill there.
That turd is really dark. Really dark.
Because like I said, no one had heard of Tannered Hill before this year. No one even knew what the hell it was. And now I need a Tannered Hill bottle back. Okay. You've probably been drinking it for years. They didn't call it that,
You guys got barrel picks coming?
We have some things coming up at the first of next year.
Opportunities.
We just did our first actual barrel pick, which wasn't really a barrel pick. It was more or less, we've got a half a barrel. Do you want it or not? We all tasted it and we, picked it. I wouldn't really call that a barrel pick, per se.
That was what was the bottle?
Well, it was an OZ Tyler. It's an OZ Tyler.
Yeah, OZ Tyler bourbon. It was a high rye OZ Tyler bourbon.
Very high rye, 45% rye, high rye.
Wow, that is high.
Yeah, but it actually didn't drink like a rye or a high rye. It got our vote, so and we sold out, so that's really all that matters, right?
That's right. That's all that matters.
You have a decent product that sells out, and nobody's left holding, a bunch of money or a bunch of bottles that's just sitting there. So
Bobby, you ready for that Badaxe? Or you got stuff in the Glen yet?
Nope.
Now, what are y'all are going to what? The
Joseph
cigar blend?
Cigar.
A cigar blend. Joseph Manny cigar blend, batch 188, the Badaxe bourbon batch. This is bottle number 4. Nancy Fraley sent me this from the distillery.
How many more you got?
She sent me another one. She sent me bottle number 2 as well. I had her sign that one. That one's there. That'll be open on a special occasion, like
Bottle
Baby
2?
Badaxe gets married or a kid, something like that. But
She sent you batch 2, Bobby?
She gave me bottle number 2.
Bottle?
And bottle
Bottle
number
2
4.
of 188.
A bottle 2
188.
Okay.
So I've got this one we just opened. I've got one more unopened, and the one she sent me. But the baby Badaxe batch 490, I've got probably a pour and a half left of that bottle. She sent us 3 bottles of that. Parker took 2 bottles back with him to Italy to share. He goes, baby Badaxe and the fire dogs, right? So to share with the fire dogs that he's with. And we almost, I mean, literally, you could barely see the bottom of that one that's in there that we've got here. Now I've got anybody. I think Deck Night on the Rocks, they're in the chat. They found a batch 488 or something like that. So the coupe, it's actually, they're doing coupes now. So I think it's batch 481 through 492, something like that. That's the coupe, and they're all baby Badaxe and the fire dogs, but she dedicated batch 490 as the baby Badaxe batch because she feels that's the best one of the entire coupe. 486, okay, 486.
46.
Have you opened it yet, dude? Have you opened it yet? Let me know, man, because I gotta. If I can't find a batch 490, I gotta find one in that.
I'm gonna have to get them numbers from you, Bobby, so I can look for them things there.
Yeah, she's got the tasting. If you go to Joseph Magnus online and you look up you can look up the batch, the cigar blend. You can look up the batches. It'll have them all, have all the tasting notes, what they're called.
I thought she stopped doing that, or she's doing it for the coupe now.
She's doing a coupe now. So
not individual bottles.
This was individual.
The
batch 188.
Yeah.
But now the coupe, she's doing coupes now, and the baby Badaxe batch is part of one of the coupes now.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll tell you what, that was a lot of numbers thrown out there, man.
I know, man. I know, dude.
Okay. Have to get an incident report written for that.
432, we just got as well as 181. We didn't get their bottle. Whoa! Come on, Homer. Come on, man. Dude, hey. If you guys got a cigar batch at all, or Joseph Magnus, anything.
Got a cigar batch going here.
Well, I've got one. It's gonna.
I know. DRC's got this batch.
If you'll forgive me for moving all my stuff, I'll get over here and get mine.
Now there is a high percentage that this bottle that he's going to hunt for is a floor whiskey. It could be on the floor.
It was actually pretty dusty. I had to clean it up. Okay, what numbers am I looking for? This thing here is old.
What you got there? What you got?
You got one.
Cigar blend. I don't know where the hell am I supposed to.
You got a cigar blend right there.
407 is what this bottle says. Okay. I don't know.
So that's more recent than 407. So
407.
Yeah, she's in the 490s right now.
200.
Oh, no,
batch 200.
Batch 200. Got it. Okay. Batch 200.
Yeah, I see it now.
That was
Remember, I don't have my glasses on.
Okay, so that was just after the Badaxe bourbon batch. Right, shoot, man! And you have a Joseph Magnus cigar blend, Roger?
No, I just got a cigar batch.
Right on.
I put together.
Now it will be
you
floor
put
whiskey.
Together. Okay. Now it's floor whiskey. All right, fellas. Cheers.
Cheers.
Baby Badaxe, Nancy Fraser, and you guys, the Bourbon Legends. Cheers to you guys.
Cheers.
That's tasty.
Yeah, we'll have to get the fire dogs to subscribe from Italy.
Oh, I'll get them. I've been talking to some of those guys are getting out of the military and they live around here. So Parker's been telling them, hey, giving them my number. So I've been telling them what they need and when they get out and where they to test and all that stuff, giving them writing letters of recommendation and all that stuff for these guys. They're all
Dorothy just took the second half of that sample from me, Bobby. She took that.
Mr.
Now,
Ryan.
I do have a good question for Keith.
Yes. Okay.
Because
Chop it like Keith.
everybody always says Keith P this and Keith P that.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people probably just know you as Keith P.
Yes.
But you do have one of those names, kind of like Chopatulas or Calliope or whatever.
Okay. So you ready?
How do you pronounce?
My
Can I
last
try?
name?
Can I
My
just
last
try?
name? My last name. You ought to type it. You ought to type it in the bottom so people.
Okay,
can see
hold
it.
on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Spell it. Hold on. I'm going to put it on a banner.
Put it on a banner.
Okay,
Put it on
tell
a
me.
banner first.
So it's P. Give me the rest of it because I don't want to look it up.
Okay.
Just
Okay. PLAISANCE.
all right. So I'm going to add this to the banner. All right, folks. Let's have some fun with this, okay? You see how it's spelled there? If you can phonetically put it out there like, my name is Imbodin, I-M-B-O-D-E.
I recently tried to do that on Google just to see what they would do. Man, it ain't working.
So Roy P, he's
Roy
from Baton
P's
Rouge.
Hey, look.
He says Playzan or Playzance.
Somebody just put look who chimed in. You had it on there. It's
Oh, Dorothy. I thought that was Roy.
Yeah, she chimes in.
Plaisance.
It's Plaisance.
Plaisance. Okay.
Plaisance.
Plaisance.
So is it Plaisance or Plaisance?
Plaisance. It's French, of course.
Okay, so
it's French. Plaisance.
Okay, so my last name is Bonin, Bonin, right? But
yeah.
it's French as well, and it would be in France. It's Bonin.
Bonin.
No way I'm saying that. No way I'm going by that.
Yeah, it's Plaisance. Some people says Pleasance and all
Plaisance
kind of stuff like that.
Plaisance sounds cool, dude.
And what's amazing, people in Chicago should know how to say it because doing a Google search one day, I didn't know there is a Plaisance Park in Chicago. I had no idea.
So if you say Plaisance and it's French, you got to go like,
Look, listen, I know everybody out there can hear my accent. Okay. What? So they know where I'm from. Okay, I'm sorry.
I guarantee they know where you're from.
Guarantee, like Roger said.
I love saying I guarantee.
Guarantee.
One of my best New Orleans words is New Orleans. It's not New Orleans.
Orleans.
Oh, you ready?
New Orleans.
You ready? New Orleans.
And here's the word. How do you say B-O-I-L?
B-O-I-L. Boil.
Boil. Yeah.
Boil.
Don't have a crawfish boil. B-O-L-L. Boil.
Ball. Crawfish ball. Yeah, ball. Yeah.
Plaisance. That's easy enough to say. I think
you see. At first, when I first started on YouTube, I left Keith Plaisance, and look, people are butchering it, man. Look, like other streamers and stuff is hi Keith, and it was like I just cut it down to Keith P. It's so easy, So just left it like that,
You know what, guys? Not everybody can have a last name like Randall.
Yeah.
It makes it. Well, you'd be surprised how many times it's messed up.
You can have a last name like Imbodin and I-M-B-O-D-N, and it's I.M. or Imbodin or Imodium or come on.
Imodium. So Bobby's gonna like this. Bobby's gonna like this right here. So in the back of my coat, I got K Plaisance. So during Hurricane Katrina, I had guys from out of state in my station, and they were there, and these guys from Jersey goes, and they said, "Who's complacent?"
So
I'm complacent. You see, I'm complacent. You know, so
do you guys have any questions for us? We could play that game.
Well, actually,
before we wrap it up,
I asked if you had barrel picks coming. What's next on your agenda? Are you guys going to make videos like in house? I mean, I know I've seen you go through one of your houses in one of the videos, but I know you've done the distillery stuff. Are you guys going to do like reviews or any long form stuff?
We're probably not going to do a lot between now and January, since I'm the one producing them and everything. A lot of people have a dry January. I have a dry December.
Oh, I can see that.
So I will be drinking in January, but
I don't know what we've drinking got. January. Drinking January. There you go. Drinking January.
I think what we're going to do is we and Will are going to try to get us through Christmas. We're going to try to do the shows, the hour-long show on Thursday nights. Right. If he has time, I'll try to help him out with it. I'm trying to get capabilities to help him out with some of the videos if I can. It requires a new computer and a new equipment, and blah blah blah. And it's that we started this a few months ago. We didn't have any idea,
right,
that it was going to go boom. And Craig, we started in April or May. And
I think we started doing the video stuff like in middle to end of June, I believe.
Yeah,
is when we actually started doing YouTube stuff. So we're very wet behind the ears on this.
And we hit 400 subscribers the other day. And
right on, man! I saw that. Congrats.
Hopefully, going to have 500 by the end of the year. And
you'll have that by the end of the year, man. It's
we don't take anything for granted, especially with YouTube, because I've watched a couple of people.
Because
I've watched a couple of people get kicked off, dude. Or I don't know what. And
for those of you that don't know, I've already broken 15,000. But if you see at my numbers, I'm at 14.7 something.
You were at 15, though.
That's what I'm saying. That's YouTube, dude. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube. I've already gotten over to 15,000, but I think I got to be closer to 16 now to feel safe of doing a 15,000 celebration, because I'm not at 15,000 anymore. I'm like, and it was just like literally overnight. I'm like, what just happened?
I remember watching it. It's just
it was crazy, dude. I'm like, this is weird. And of course there's no one to call, no one to talk to. No, it just is what it is.
I mean, everybody tells us, "Oh, you've done so good in such a short period of time," and I feel like I'm like way behind.
You'll always feel that way until you get an intern.
Well, I just want to get to the 500th subscriber so we can give away something.
Aren't you guys giving away something tonight?
We give away something every night.
All right.
It's a trick or treat tonight. But before we give it away, I do want to plug this. This may be the most dumb thing I've ever come up with, but
I like it already.
On New Year's Day, we're going to have a live marathon for 5 hours from 1 to 6.
New Year's Day?
New Year's Day. See how I'm talking about being dumb?
I think if you call it a marathon, it should be 26.2 hours.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling people, come watch as Craig buys this year.
What you have to do, Craig, what you have to do is one, like we got 4 right here. You need to have one that have the college bowl games on, or nobody's going to view you.
But then you get, you'll get.
Well, you get dinged. That's true. Yeah, you get dinged.
It's not like Discord where you could do that.
There's the other thing that's annoying about YouTube and all that stuff. If you put any music or anything that you get copyrighted, or you don't get when you're monetized, it's a bigger deal. Not that
that's true.
This, but it's just what the heck.
Or you can just go on and put a piece of music that's AI generated and still get busted for copyright infringement.
Dude. I know. I'm like, that's the whole reason I did that one time. And like, it's because you don't own the music. They made it, so they own it. I'm like, what's the point then? No one really likes AI music. No one really likes it.
No.
They do it for this.
Yeah. So we've decided that in January, we're going to let Will, who's our co-host, he's going to start singing. He's got the voice of an angel. I'm telling you. He works at a dam. I'm plugging him, and he's probably sitting there at the work going, I'm going to kill you. But we'll get Will to start singing, get a guitar out, take requests. It'll be fun. But
do you guys want to stick around while we do this?
We still got to do our final pour.
That's right.
Hazmat.
Well, then hell, let me down this one.
We're going hazmat.
We're going hazmat. I gotta.
I'm gonna say 129.
Yeah, Dodge is drinking buff turkey over there, people. So,
okay.
You know, if you want to introduce your wife,
it's rough to be Dorothy. You know,
she could come over here. I mean, she is the legend of the group of the two Palanzas.
No, I'm knocking.
The Plazas. Well, really, her name is hyphenated. Really, her last name. So it really threw you for a loop there if you put that in the chat.
What is hers? What does she go by?
Well, her last name is her maiden name, which is, you ready? Nakan -Plaisance.
That sounds like a new drug for weight loss.
or to bring you out of some drug abuse.
Well, the reason she kept it, and I understand completely. She had a degree already. She was, she already had a degree. So when she got married, she just added Plaisance on the end.
Makes sense.
So we kept it all like that. It's all good. It all works out.
All right, are we doing this? Are we doing the hazmat?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're drinking the same one.
Cruise hazmat. I have no idea. It's just hazmat. I have no idea.
We're drinking 161 over here from Mr.
Well, I'm just going to stay with the 150.
I'm going. It's a Nulu hazmat sample. Don't know. So
hey, I just thought, guys, going back to the fireman discussion.
Yeah. Okay.
And we were talking about Will singing. So in the ranks of firefighters, what is the go-to song about firefighters that would probably be like number one on the list? Like George Strait, Call Me a Fireman?
George Strait, Call Me a Fireman, yeah.
That's it.
Oh, higher players, fire. Something like that,
So George Strait probably is number one. And then, believe it or not, it's probably Lee Greenwood,
Oh, yeah.
Being American. Yeah. So
yeah.
It's probably that. Or there's something with bagpipes to make you cry.
Oh,
okay.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No, bagpipes. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Speaking of bagpipes, when I was a kid growing up, we had a weird neighbor down the road who would play the bagpipes. He also slept in a teepee in his backyard. But I tell you what, once you hear those bagpipes, you never get them out of your head. You always hear bagpipes.
I'm trying to make the connections between bagpipes and a teepee.
Well, so Doc McCoy was his name, and he was an eye doctor. And he was a mountain man. So I don't know if they have that out in California, or I'm pretty sure they have it in Louisiana, where they have like mountain man rendezvous, where everybody dresses up in their, deer skin coats that they made and all that. And he had a teepee. I mean, like he had a real teepee in his backyard. But then you would like ride your bike by his house, and he'd be out there in his kilt and his, his little beret here, and he.
That's nice. I like that.
Dude had a lot of different. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you another good story about Doc McCoy. His son was about a year older than me, and he comes over one afternoon. We're like 14 years old, no responsibilities. You're out playing baseball in the middle of the summer. And he says, hey, my mom just got pissed at my dad, and she made him throw all the Playboys out of the house. So, I will never forget running over to his house, and we could just take as many Playboys as we wanted out of the back of his Dodge truck.
What?
Yep. And I swear to God, later that night, he was out in his front yard. It's like 100 degrees, and he was playing taps on the bagpipe. You know that he lost all those Playboys.
Wow.
Man.
Whew.
All right, gentlemen.
That's rough.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you
Cheers.
for all you do.
Right
And
on.
appreciate it. Glad you're on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for being here, guys.
And the reason why we're drinking hazmat, guys, because we take care of hazardous situations.
That's right.
That's right.
There you go.
And don't put water on a alcohol
No,
fire.
on a grease fire. Listen, if your pot on the stove catches fire, do not throw water on it. Do not.
No.
Unless you want to burn your house down.
Flour.
Slide the lid on top of it. Just put the lid on top of that pot and let it go. That's it.
Cut the oxygen, and then you're good to go.
Yes.
Yes, sir. All right, here.
All right, that's your fire tip safety hazard of the week.
Yeah, that's my hazard. That's my thing of the night. Listen, if you got a fire in your house, I'm gonna give you a safety tip now. I'm gonna be a fireman now. Okay, if you have a fire and hopefully you have a fire extinguisher in your house. If your fire is no bigger than 2 by 2, like your pot, hit it. If not, get out your house. Don't go back in. Everything can be replaced. It's terrible to lose everything, but if you lose your life, you can't replace that.
That's very true.
Very
My
true.
dad had a cabin burned down 20-something years ago, and you know that's the thing. You can replace all the stuff in it, but I still wish I had that 13-pound bass I had mounted. I can't. Replace it. I couldn't replace that one. I tried.
Listen. I'm very fortunate with hurricanes here. You know, 20 years ago when Katrina was coming through, we got out of Dodge. We got out of harm's way. The fire department evacuated. When I went to sleep, it was coming straight for us. When I woke up, I didn't know it turned. But when I went to sleep, I just had peace that everything was going to be gone. You know, so I see it too often. People lose everything, you know, and you know it's hard to deal with it. You know, we go in, you know, we do a job. You know, people, it's kind of crazy. Oh, we love going fight fire and all this stuff, you know. But and the big question is, people say, "Oh, you've been busy." You know, they ask a question. You don't want to ask a fireman and tell them, and they answer they've been busy. If they've been busy, a lot of people's been having a bad day. You know. You want your firemen to be bored out their mind at the firehouse. You don't want them busy, you know.
Do you guys in New Orleans, do y'all have to go to every accident? Do y'all have to do
And not every call, it depends. We don't go to every car accident and stuff like that. We're getting more medical calls than we did before historically. More lift assist more than anything. I think it's just a sign of a time society. People don't help their neighbors as they used to do. So the fire department has to be out there to help lift people, you know, the elderly, the people overweight or whatever, they fall down, they need a lift up, you know. We're out there to assist and stuff like that. But fires are kind of going down in my area, I guess, because just people are safer, I guess, you know. It's just luck of the draw. And it goes in things, you know, it goes up and down, you know, it varies, you know, times a year and stuff like that. 1 year is busier than another year and things, you know, but Christmas is coming up, and unfortunately I see it almost every year that people lose everything right at Christmas. It's terrible. You know,
Christmas, Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, they want to cook it in peanut oil and burn crap down with that peanut oil.
Yep, it's just
Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah, it's terrible to go there and see people lose everything at Christmas, you know.
When you get ready to fry your turkey, number one, don't do it inside your house. Don't do it inside your garage. Because, and the second thing is, and I've fried a few turkeys in my life. Take that damn bird while it's still in the wrapper, drop it down in your cooker, your boiler, fill it up with water so you know where the damn oil level is when you pull it out and the water sinks. Fill your oil up to there, and then you won't have to worry about putting it in there and it splashing over it and catching the whole world on fire, folks.
Yeah, they do safety spiels and stuff like that, showing that every year around here. This should be coming up soon. Thanksgiving's coming, so they'll have a safety video.
The best way to eat a turkey is to have it fried. That's the only way.
I can't disagree with that. It's really good.
Tasty.
Just do it.
You just got to know how to do it right.
Uh-oh. Here they come down the road. All the dogs bark.
Right.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you for being on the show. We appreciate it.
You still got to do the bottle.
Oh, that's right. I almost forgot.
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out, Craig.
Thank you. Okay. We're going to give away that bottle. # trick or treat. Let me go here to the share a screen. I'm going to share a screen. I'm going to share this screen.
Firefighter brand, people.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are going to still be. Okay. Yeah, we still got you all on here.
The off-duty brand, people. The off-duty brand. Go check them out on Instagram.
Trick or treat. Smell my feet. Let's roll this. Here we go.
Sugar Kitty's in here.
My partner won twice now. All right, Bortner.
It's rigged. Look, I'm sorry. # rigged. I'm sorry.
All right, so what does Mike Bortner win?
What he wins?
Now, Bortner, if you don't want this, you don't have to take it. But if you do want it, I'll send it to you. It's a Yellowstone
toasted
special finish toasted 100 proof.
That's a good bottle.
Trick or treat.
That's a good bottle.
That's a good bottle.
It is a good bottle.
It's a toasted bourbon. I love toasted bourbon.
I mean, I like almost anything toasted. I like almost anything cigar blend too. The one cigar blend or cigar cut that disappointed me, it was not good at all. It was really sour. I like Old Elk products. I like a lot of stuff, but that Old Elk cigar cut was not good. People, don't buy it.
Ooh, I forgot I was drinking hazmat just now. I took a big sip of this thing, man. Woo.
Good stuff, man.
Light you up.
Hey, I don't know how hot this is. This Nulu hazmat sample I got. It is very good. It is very tasty.
I'm guessing at least 140.
Well,
Bortner says, "Send me that bottle. I don't have it." So I will be sending that bottle to Bortner, and I will charge him the damn shipping since he's winning all these damn bottles.
Right on, man.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us, Keith P., Bobby Badaxe, Roger Randall, and myself. Y'all go out and have a good rest of the weekend. Y'all have a good start of your work week, okay?
Right on. Thank you very much.
And I'm going to start my work. I'm going to be right there with you guys on Saturdays and Sundays from now on. I don't have a day off. It's every day, well, except for Thanksgiving. Every day I'm
chop us out, Bobby.
Right on. I got 5. This is Badaxe.
I can't chop.
Badaxe.
I can't chop, Bobby.
Wood chips everywhere, baby! Woo! Yeah! All right, here we go. Let's go.
The stories we've told of barrels and bottles and whiskey gold, from grain to glass, through fire and flame. Every pour's got a legend's name.